Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakadash. I don't want to say Shalom to Akminakwat out there, doing this through diligence. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one is doesn't necessarily have a title yet, but it'll most likely revolve around Blackstone, largest corporate landlord now, or something along those lines, right? But yeah, so we're here on Reddit, and I came across this today. I believe it was today. Yeah, came across this today. Went ahead and saved it. Had some other stuff, but this is the one I ended up wanting to do a lesson on, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So you can see it here. The title of the post is "Billionaires Hoarding Empty Homes." And this is from at More Perfect US, More Perfect Union. And it says, Blackstone is now the largest corporate landlord on Earth. With over 300,000 homes in the U.S. That's just in the U.S. Billionaires and corporations have bought millions of homes and either raised rents or left them as empty investments. Okay, they're essentially buying houses like you would buy a stock. All right, so it can appreciate in value. They're not living in it. They're not doing anything with it. They're just letting it sit there, all right, as a block of gold or a piece of jewelry or a stock. All right, as the housing market goes up and down, right? They're playing the market. That's what they're doing. As an investor, no one's living in there. They could have someone live in it for free, and they'd still be able to use it like that. But, greed, Esau, right? Billionaires and corporations have bought millions of homes and either raised rents. That's what they do. A lot of the time, when you'll get a notification saying that your property has been bought out, and then you know that your rent's going to raise, right? So it says, or left them as empty investments. It says there are 16 million vacant houses. Vacant means unused. All right, no one's there. Okay, uninhabited. 28 for every homeless person. So for every one homeless person, there's 28 unoccupied houses just sitting there that ain't doing shit. That's Esau for you, folks. That's how they work. There should be no homeless. There should be no such thing as homeless. Homelessness is a side effect of greed, all right, of capitalism, or a terribly ran government. Okay, all three of those really combined, all right, is what we have here in America. But this proves to you there should be no homeless people. All right, they've raised the housing is insane. All right, it's beyond insane. A normal home now is like $400,000. Okay, that's insane. That's fucking insane. All right, now if you want something a little bit ran down, maybe a single wide trailer, 75, 100K, right? And that's what they'll charge you. And you can go and look up, on average, in the year, let's just say 2000, how much was it to purchase a single wide trailer in Las Vegas? I'll just do it here because I know the prices of the market here. Some places aren't $400,000 for a house. Then again, your minimum wage is way lower. All right, some of y'all's minimum wage is like $7. You're on federal minimum wage, which, mind you, federal minimum wage is not raised. All right, they can legally still pay you $7 something an hour. It's the state that's changed, all right, or else people wouldn't be able to live. So, but yeah, some of y'all over there in the deep south, your stuff's cheaper, but you ain't getting, on average, it's not $12, $13, $14 an hour you're getting paid for minimum wage. It's like $7.80, right, or $8. So yeah, it would have to be lower. It says new single wide homes. These are brand new. It says, while the exact 2000 figures are hard to find online, modern estimates suggest new single wide homes in the U.S. Oh, new right now, new. I was gonna say that's expensive back in the day. It says But I was like, all right, I guess they have been expensive. What are they now? It says single wide homes in the western U.S. cost around $92,600 in 2024. Adjusting for inflation and lower baseline pricing in 2000, it's reasonable to estimate that new units would have costed around $35,000 to $45,000. Guess what, guys? That's a car now. That's just a car. Okay, no, not a not a crazy sized car. All right, but not a crazy size, not a normal sized car, but not a crazy fancy car either. Fuck it, normal, not a normal price car, but not a crazy expensive price car either. You can get like a what's Toyota Tundra. Yeah, see, $40,000. Now that's just a car. That's a truck now, a pickup truck. What are the Corollas going for? 22,000. See, but it's close to 35. So that's that's the price of a car, and maybe first month's rent now. All right, that's basically what it is. Okay, it's ridiculous. So it says this aligns with the general industry pricing trends that place new single wide homes around 40,000. Older, look at this. Used or pre-owned single wide homes typically sold anywhere from 3,000 to 17,000. God damn. It says units from the year 2000 that were still in good condition often fetched 17,000 to 35,000. So sucks. I might have been able to buy a house back then. But I was just a kid. But that's the way things go, man. And there's just vacant houses sitting around doing nothing. They could lower the price. People could move in, all right? Or they could just house people for free because they're still making their investment, right? But no, they don't want to because it's Esau, all right? There's no one as profane as Esau, right? That's who he is. He's just wicked. He's ungodly. He's not spiritual. He doesn't think about helping people. Okay, let's go get a scripture real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 14:7. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. If he does any good, he didn't do it on his own accord. He didn't want to do it. All right, the Lord, made him do it. All right, and he messed up somehow and ended up doing something good when he was playing something wicked. All right, he didn't really mess up. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. What the Lord wanted him to do, and what the Lord wanted him to do was something that was good, okay, that would actually benefit people. But he didn't, Esau didn't do it on their own. He didn't do it willingly. He was trying to do something evil, but the Lord made it to where it turned out good, right? Because then at the last, he will declare his wickedness. He's still going to be wicked, right? He's going to push further and be wicked, right? So these guys don't do good. They're not do-gooders, all right? They're ill-doers, all right? They do ill, all right? Ill-doer. What is an ill-doer? Ill-doer. All right? One that does evil. That's an ill-doer, all right? One who does evil, all right? Someone who does something that's very bad. That's Esau, all right? The beast man, the wood woos, the red devil, all right? There you go. Let me grab this drink. But yeah, man, this is but people, no, they're not all bad. No, they're bad. All right, give any Edomite money and they'll do this. They'll do this. All right, give Jake money and they end up going broke. You want to know why? You want to know why Jake ends up going broke other than the curses? Esau, when they get money, they buy all these houses that they don't need and they just hoard them. They hoard all these cars. They do stuff, and Jake does dumb stuff like that. But you want to know the biggest reason why these people go broke? All right, they gave their dad $2 million. They gave their mom $2 million. Their cousin Ray, they gave them $1 million. All right, their auntie, they gave her $1 million. All right, they gave their little cousins all $1 million each. Okay, and now they're hurting. Okay, and then on top of that, with all the gold chains and cars that they bought and the big 50-cent looking ass house, that's why they go broke. Esau doesn't go broke from helping. Jake will go broke from helping. I've helped people out, and I'm not boasting or bragging because I'm not going to tell you of a specific scenario because you're not supposed to say when you've done that. but I've helped out people before when I ain't I'm damn near hurting myself, right? And it's because it's the right thing to do. But here's the difference: Esau doesn't know what the right thing to do is, so he doesn't ever do the right thing. Even if he has $10, he doesn't give away $1. All right, he'll if anything, he'll punch you in the face and take your dollar, even though you're already down on your luck. Here it is: you're homeless, you're broke, you're poor, and you only have $1 to your name. He'll punch you and take it, even though he's already got 30. All right, even though he's already got $50, he'll take your one more dollar, and that's how these people raise in this power anyway, right? And this is why the society is failing. This is why Babylon it has to cease to exist, man. It cannot exist in this capacity. You cannot run a government like this. It's astonishing. It's all through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that it's even lasted this long, right? That's even lasted this long, because this is just really a testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's power, that he can take this devil, the lowest of the low, the base man, the most vile people, and turn them into a decent ruler, all right? And I won't say a decent ruler, but a warlord, right? A power. I'll say that, a powerful ruler, all right? Not a good ruler, but a powerful ruler. And really, Esau did it through the Most High, through deception. All right, that's how Esau rose to power, was deception, because they couldn't do it through goodliness, all right, doing good, all right, becoming, loved by all. He did it from deception, okay? Things like Reaganomics, trickle-down economics. If you work hard, it'll pay off, right? Stuff like that. So you work hard, and when you're working so hard, these 8-hour days, 40 to 50 to 60-hour weeks, and you say, oh, well, that ain't too long. Think about that. 8 hours a day. That is most of your day. And they say, no, you still have all these other more hours. Okay? Not really. Not really. Okay? We can go and show you. Okay. So you got 24 hours in a day. All right? Minus 8 for work. Okay? Minus an hour for getting ready to work. All right? And that's assuming you get all that. And then you got a minus 7 to 8. We'll just 7 to 8 hours for sleep. So we'll do 7.5. Okay? That leaves you with 7.5 hours. Got to go and get groceries. All right? If you're in the city, that's going to take an hour and a half. Okay? And then you got to cook food. All right? If you don't grab it out. So that's going to take another hour. Okay? So it leaves you 5.2 hours. And that's assuming you don't have to run any errands or do anything else. 5 hours to yourself a day. That's it. That's all you get. 5 hours. Unless you start sacrificing from something and you say, oh, I'm not going to work. Or not going to work. I'm not going to go and do errands. I'm not going to cook today. I'm not going to get groceries. Right? Then you might gain an hour. Or, oops. You might gain an hour. Congratulations. You got 6 hours of your own. Right? Still less than you spent at work. And 9 to 5. You go there when it's bright. You come home when it's getting dark. Right? Evening time. Okay? And then you get, relax, watch the movie, go to bed. Okay? And the shower. There's another, people take I take long ass showers, but, a normal shower is like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But, there you go. And then you do that 5 days a week. 5 days a week, yeah. So, is that not a lot of time? That's not a lot of time, because people say, oh, that's not, you young kids are complaining. No, the kids nowadays are complaining because they realize that they're being robbed. Okay, the older generation, they say, oh, work hard, because you fell into Esau's little lie. You fell in their little trap. And for some of y'all, give the benefit of the doubt if you're older, because back in the day, if you used to work hard, you used to reap rewards hard too. All right, if you worked hard, went to work, all right, you could buy a house. You could have 3, 4 different kids. Hell, back in the day, men used to be able to afford to have secret families. You don't hear about anybody having secret families no more. Oh, that's Ray down the street. I heard he's over with some lady, whatever the fuck her name is. All right, I heard he's with Peaches down the street. They got a whole different family. His wife don't even know about it. Should we tell her? Oh, I don't think we should. There might be a murder today, right? Nobody can afford to have a secret family now. All right, nobody can have. Now there's just sneaky links. All right, you take the bitch to McDonald's, you pop her, and then that's it. That's what there is now. There's no secret families. There's no secret families. Ain't nobody having a secret family now. All right, you can't afford it. All right, you can't afford one house, let alone two. All right. So yeah, back in the day, I will give the benefit of the doubt to some of the older people. Before Esau went crazy with the inflation, that yeah, if you worked hard, you could buy a car. If you worked hard, you could buy a house. It's not the same anymore, and it hasn't been the same for upwards of 20-something years. Okay, so it hasn't been the same. All right, at least 25 years, almost 30 years, it has not been like that. So you old folk need to get with the program, man. All right, now everyone's living with family. All right, 30-year-olds, people that are college graduates, all right, are living with their family now. All right, or if you're not living with your family, the new thing now is like having like 6, 7 roommates. That's a thing. All right, me and my 4 roommates, me and my 5 roommates. All right, got to get another roommate, this roommate. So you're either living with your family. All right, here's a couple things. You're either living with your family, have a bunch of roommates, inherited a property. That's the other way you can get stuff. Waiting for someone to die. Ain't that some shit? Inheriting a property, or you hit the lottery or something, or you got rich and famous, but those are like less than 1%. All right, the other 3 are the main ones you're gonna get your property, and or you got a crazy good deal somewhere and somehow, and you should be blessed. Okay, so but that usually only happens to the Edomites. You know, my mom, you know, being an Edomite, you know, she'll here it is, rent's supposed to be $1,200. She'll have some old white guy just pay me $800, honey. You know, just pay me $700, right? So she's getting, you know, rent from like 2012, 2013, and 2025. All right, nice, but that usually only happens for the Edomite. Sometimes it can happen for a Jake. All right, you better praise the Lord, right? But yeah, man, that's just the way society goes now, and that's no way to live. All right, so the whole, and that's even, and that's, by the way, all that's assuming you're working a regular, you know, 50 to 60 hour, 40 to 60 hour work week. 60 hours is not a regular work week. People do it. 40 to 50 is really the highlight zone where people really work. I don't work that because, you know, I just have one more day off. All right, which it's, if you can afford it, I would recommend it because, again, it's just killing your body, especially if you work a job like I do where it's all day you just stand. All right, just standing, walking around, can't sit. Sitting's unprofessional in Esau society. Did you know that? Sitting is unprofessional. All right, you can't sit, which is weird to me because when I go to open up a new bank account, I sit. If I was to go and speak with the president, I would be sitting. If I was, you know, in a courtroom, I would be sitting. And those are all highly professional areas. Interesting. It's really like it's more unprofessional to just stand. You go into a professional, they say, here, take a seat. All right? It's unprofessional to stand. It puts unnecessary wear on your body. All right? And that's why they do it. All right? It gives you plantar fasciitis or whatever that shit's called in your feet. All right? And it fucks up your arch. It's bad. You shouldn't be doing it. But they make you do it to put wear on your body. Okay? That's what they do. So it's all a corporate lie. All right? How many hours you should be working? You should be working probably only 3 days a week. Okay? Probably only 3 days a week. Okay? And you say, well, biblically, we weren't doing this type of work that we are doing now. All right? It was mostly normal stuff outside, and it wasn't an all-day, 8-hour, you know, thing. All right? For certain things. Farmers, you know, it can be longer for them because they got to, you know, get everything set up and do stuff, but it depended on your trade. All right? But there was at least 2 days off, all right, or you could resume work, all right, or before and after on Sabbath, okay? So there was at least that for rest, okay? So yeah, man, it's all the corporate lie, all right? To think, oh, if I'm not working 1,000 hours a week, I'm not productive. Well, again, you're spending all your time, giving your time to a company that doesn't care about you, so you can get a little bit of money that you can't afford to really do anything with other than barely make it by. You can't afford to go and get a house. We're all being subjected to being, mostly people are subjected to being renters now, all right, or renting, or same thing with even our personal items, right? The items that we're still paying off, all right, through credit card. Those items are essentially being rented for the time being until they're fully paid off. So you think about all these things, You're getting all these things just to rent and not really own anything until, years down the line, and then you're paying off other things that you had to get in the meantime. And all this, and you're missing precious time with your families. You're not seeing your children grow up. Okay? Wouldn't it be better to spend 8 hours a day with your children? Nope. You got to spend 8 hours a day saying, hello, how can I help you today? Hello, how can I help you today? Is this it? Is this all you would like? Anything else I can get for you today? All right, boop, here you go. Your total is this amount. Boop, your total is this amount. Boop. Would you like ham with that? Would you like bacon on that? Okay, no bacon? Gotcha. And did you want guacamole? You did want guacamole. Gotcha. And did you want this? Cool. Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, your total is going to be 30. And did you want the extra bag of chips with that? That's what you're subjected to. Instead of seeing your children's first steps, all right? Instead of watching your children grow up, being there for your child, all right? That's what we're subjected to. Not spending time with your wife. Nope. Now you get to spend time with your boss, all right, and your coworkers. So think about that, man. Think about it. And all that just to not be able to afford a house. All that just to have to go and finance a car. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? It's ridiculous. And the new thing, and another thing that a lot of older people don't understand, is that luxuries have gotten cheaper and necessities have gotten higher. They switched it. Back in the day, having a cell phone, expensive, you couldn't do that, but you could buy food. Now, it's harder to buy food, but you can go buy a cell phone like it's nothing, okay? Because the way that they switch things, and the reason that they switch that is to keep you preoccupied, all right? So you're not paying attention to the world. That's why they switched it. Back in the day, it was, walking your dog, walking the park, going outside, having cookouts, all right, riding your bike, all right, talking to people, doing that, going for the Sunday drive, all right, with the tops down. Now everything is online. Do this online, have this online. So it's cheaper to go and get an iPhone. It's cheaper to get a computer. It's cheaper to go and get headphones. It's cheaper to go and do all these different things or go to the club than it was in the past, all right? Because now they're encouraging you to do those things because it keeps your mind off of what's really happening in the world. Keep your eye on the TV. Keep your eye on the game. Keep your eye on the screen, all right? Keep your eye on these things and don't worry about what we're doing. Just enjoy your technology. Here's VR, virtual reality. So you can be in a completely different world. And I'm not saying these things are bad to do. I've done VR, all right? Made me feel like shit. Made me feel sick because my body was disoriented. I used to have one of those Oculus Quest or whatever. I sold it. It was cool, though. It was a novelty. It'll never take over regular gaming. But I game quite frequently, all right? But, I also do things like this, all right? The work of the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So I'm getting the exposure to these things that are happening in the world. Some people aren't. They're not looking at news. They're not really taking their head out of the book, all right? Or the game, or the phone. They're just reading, gaming, scrolling, and they're not seeing what's going on, man. And there's a lot of shit that's going on. And that's how they want you to be, and that's why the world is in the state that it's in now. It's all fucked up because nobody's paying attention, all right? And there's going to come a time where it's going to get so bad people are going to pay attention. There's going to be a revolution, all right? And there's going to be big uproars of people, and that's right around the time, Jacob's trouble and Yahweh Shai's return, because this place is going to be, it's going to be in such a fucking state it cannot last, all right? The Lord's going to have to come. People are going to be killing. There's going to be wars, nukes dropping. It's just going to be bad. It's just going to be bad, and people are going to be mourning, all right? Like this, and they're already doing it now. People are upset, man. People are pissed off at the state of the world. They don't like it. They don't like the way the world's going. They don't like that they have to live with their family when they're 30. There's another article I just recently saw. Let me go and pull it up on my phone. I'd pull it up on here, but I will pull it up on here, but let me pull it up on my phone first because I got all my information logged in. It's where is it? Let me try to find it. Check this out. I'll show you one more thing too. Check this out. I saw this and I saved this the other day too. Should food be a human right? From the 2021 UN United Nations vote. Should food be a human right? Everyone else said yes or they didn't vote. Only US said no, it shouldn't be a human right. Food is not a human right. The fuck it's not? What are you talking about? Right? What are you talking about? So, you see it, and this is from, you can go to the conspiracy. It said, I guess it, they got rid of it. So you see it. And then you got conspiracy folks thinking that Elon. No, man, Elon's in on it. Well, it's all a lie. All right, just like with Bill Gates saying, "I ain't got nothing to hide. Drop the Epstein files." You do have something to hide, but you know they're not gonna drop. You know they're not gonna drop, or you know if they do drop, that everyone's gonna be on that fucking list anyway. So they're not gonna be singling you out. They're gonna be singling everybody out. So it really doesn't matter to you, right? And they have Elon. Oh well, they're abusing kids. You did it too. You did it too. And you're just trying to make everybody like you again. No, you no. But here's the one I was looking for. It's by Futurology. Check this out. This from Futurology. Go to college. Go to college. Go to college. A lot of you old Jake, well, did they go to college? You know, a lot of the old Jake are on that bullshit. Well, did they go to college? It doesn't matter if you fucking go to college anymore. This is from Futurology. And that's why you can't, that's why this truth, it can't be breathed into old bottles, man. These old ass people, they don't got it. They don't understand what's going on with the world. They have no idea what they still think it's 1950 or 1970. They have no idea what's going on in the world. They don't know what state the world's going on. They don't want to hear anything new. They just think that young kids are lazy. They think that they're not working hard enough. They don't think they're, taking care of their families or whatever, because they don't know what the fuck's going on, because they're a dumb bitch. That's usually what they are. That these people have no idea what's going on. Right? They're like an ostrich, but instead of their head in the ground, their head's so far up their fucking ass, they can see their throat. Right? They don't know what's going on. They have no idea about the world. And the other thing, old people, most of the time, they're just staying home. All right? And which is usually they're watching news, but I don't think they understand it anymore, because usually they're watching something like Fox or some type of paid off news company that isn't really giving you what you need to know. All right? Just giving you random shit, the weather. All right. Billy the cat turns 10 today. Can you believe that? Such a cute cat. Yeah, Billy the cat has been frequenting the San Antonio State Library for the last 10 years, and today is his 10th birthday, and he's so cute. Look at him here on the screen. That's the type of news they give you. That ain't fucking news. Who the fuck wants to hear about that, man? Give people the real information like this. All right, they won't tell you about this, and this is why the old people really don't know what the fuck's going on, because they're not paying attention, and they're so old they really don't care anymore, and their mind's going, and they're confused. This is real news. Real news. Gen Z men with college degrees now have the same unemployment rate as non-graduates. A sign that the higher education payoff is dead. It's done. Going to college is a net zero now. It will not grant you anything. There are everybody that I know that has a college degree does not have a job in that field, because they cannot get a job in that field. It doesn't matter anymore. Back in the day, yeah, sure, a little bit. It mattered. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay? You old people need to get with the fucking program. All right? You don't know what's going on. You don't understand the state of the world. So instead of saying, oh, you need to work harder, these kids are lazy, you need to realize that all your shit was bought for you. All right? All your shit, the baby boomers especially, your shit was bought off. All right? Because of all the tax cuts and all the things that happened after the war. All right? It made the economy boom. Baby boomers. All right? There was a boom, all right, that happened, and because of that, there was a baby boom that happened, all right, because the economy was in such a good state. You grew up, you still had time, you bought your house, got your cars, did this, had kids, and then just in time for, 10, 15, 20 years after that, with all that shit, and, 20 years after that, for the Gen X to fucking struggle their last little bit way to get their houses, and then after that, bam, it was done. All right, Gen X had to struggle a little bit. They're still able to, and a lot of the Gen X I know don't even have their houses either, man. A lot of the Gen X don't have their houses either. My dad got his house because one of the family members he knew died. All right, that's how he got his house. Before that, he was living in a fucking RV. All right, my mom still renting. All right, all the other people I know in my family rent. My aunt renting. All right, all the other people I know renting, and my little cousins, one of them's got a college degree. All right, a couple of them have a college degree. My aunt's got a college degree. All right, and some type of computer shit. And guess what? She's making good money, but she's still renting. All right, so, and she's making $40 an hour. Okay, $30 to $40 an hour. But she's got a bunch of kids and stuff. And to be fair, with some of that with her, she has a bad management of money. But she's saving up to get a house. But even then, it's get with the program, people. All right. The world is not the same world that it was 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's not even the same world that it was 25 years ago. All right? Or 20 years ago. Or fucking even 15. It's not the same world, man. That world, the world that you know is gone. The things that you love, all right, from the old world are gone. All right? Cheap burritos, gone. All right? Having fun and cookouts, gone. All right? You could do it to a capacity, but it's not going to have the same feeling because the Lord even stripped the spirit of mirth, all right, to the large extent off this place, all right? And you have a lot of people in that spirit of mirth, but the overwhelming spirit of mirth, it's died out because what's there to be mirthful of, all right? Back then you had, look at the music, celebration time, come on, or let's boogie downtown, let's groove tonight. Yeah, all that, gone. Ain't nobody feeling like grooving tonight. Everybody's trying to fucking survive and get home tonight. That's what they're trying to do. Let's survive the night and work a 9 to 5 because we'll starve tonight if we don't. I'm starving. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is now. All right, that's why there's no songs like that. They still have rap music that they play in the clubs to keep, some happy. But people smoke and drink, and that's how they get their fun now. You can't just go and have general joy. And you can, me and my wife go out and we'll, I don't know, go to the Pinball Hall of Fame or a fucking museum. Rarely, we don't really go to museums like that, but in the future or something like that, stuff like that, just stuff like that, or a movie. But there's things to do. But it's you can tell, man, if you grew up in any time back within 25 years ago, you could tell there was a different vibe about the world, man, and it died out after the mid 2000s. It was gone, and it never returned. Everything became gray. They stripped the color. There's color in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then right around the 2010s came, right around the latter end of the 2000s, 2008, 9, 10. That's when everything really started becoming enshittified even worse. It was already enshittified, for the previous generations, but look at the world. Everything went gray, all right? McDonald's buildings are now gray. A lot of them, they took out the kids' playpens. They remodeled the way that Pizza Hut, look at it. Not that you should be, I don't even eat Pizza Hut like that anymore because I'm on a low carb diet where almost no carbs. Here's how it looks now. All right, here, Pizza Hut, old interior. Look how it used to look, man. It used to have a vibe about it, man. Look at that. It used to have a vibe. But now, there you go. That's what it looks like now. Here you go. It's gray. Everything's gray. It's just been enshittified. All right? I don't know what this is, but I haven't seen a Pizza Hut that looks like that. But it used to be new, man. It used to be new. It used to be neat. It used to be nice. Not so much anymore. All right. So back to the scripture I was going to get. I can close that out to show you. The people are done with this place. We're pissed off. Everybody's pissed off. The people in this truth, the people out of this truth. Everyone's pissed off. They don't like it. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And we have the scripture says the earth is given in the hand of the wicked. Okay? So that's why people are mourning right now. Who's in authority? The wicked. Who is it, though? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right? They're not a good ruler. They're a bad ruler. They can't rule for shit. Okay? The only thing that they're good at doing is oppressing. Okay? And stealing and lying and murdering. That's what they're good at. That's the only thing they're good at. So don't ever say Esau or the white man doesn't have a culture. They have a culture. They just can't show it because it's killing and raping and robbing and murdering and just death and deception. All right? And he's an iconoclasm. That's who he is. That's his culture. Okay? But he can't show that because then you'd know who he is. All right? But it's showing. All right? It's showing. Your ass is showing through your pants. E, not Jake, but E. Right? Your ass is showing. So that's why people are mourning, and it shows you, in the kingdom when we're in authority. Okay, as we're gonna get in where was it? In Ecclesiastes 10:8, which we'll get later. When it's translated to us and we get it and we're on top, The heathen, yeah, the 1,000 years, Esau and you heathens are not going to be in a good state. After that, Esau gets to go away. You're done, kaput, never to return as a nation again. And then the heathens are going to be in a better state then than under our rule than they were under your rule. Okay? So they just got some shit to pay back. That's all. All right? But that's why people are mourning, because the wicked are in authority. Right? Check this out. Proverbs 22:16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. And man, it's going to be so great when you're in the kingdom. Please, please, just give me a drink of water. Man, can you afford it? What do you mean afford it? I'm so thirsty. Can you afford it? 50 shekels. I don't have any. Have you done your work today? I just started, but it's so hot. It's so hot. Well, dang, that's crazy. Here, I'll give you one sip. Don't you ask me for more. All right, that's what's gonna happen, man. And in the kingdom, it's gonna be bad for you Edomites. Okay, you're gonna taste the but we're still not gonna be as wicked as you. All right, because we're not gonna be wicked. We're gonna be righteous. All right, now you're gonna taste the wickedness done to you. All right, but it's gonna be done in a righteous accord. So it's not gonna be us doing wickedness. It's just gonna be an evil thing that falls upon you. Okay, righteously, it's justice. That's how it works. Okay, so. You know, please, I'm so tired. I don't give a fuck what you are. Hi, tired. All right? I'm Amawan. All right? Go and work that field, boy. Please, please. My back hurts. Oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. Yeah, well, guess what? I used to make me stand 8 hours a day, bitch. So get out there and start fucking planting that shit. Work that field, boy. All right? That's what you're going to get, man. That's what you're going to get in the kingdom, E. All right? You're going to come to want, please, please help. Nope. No, what about when we were begging for help and you didn't help us? Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, go to hell. All right, we ain't have no mercy on you at all. Mind you, Esau, the only nation that the Lord's not going to have any mercy upon. We're in the kingdom. That means we're not going to have mercy on you, E. We're not going to have mercy on you, okay? Because we're likened to our, trying to follow how in the footsteps of the Lord, okay? So if he's not going to have mercy, we're not going to go against his will and try to have mercy on you. Fuck you. You ain't getting mercy. At all, boy. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to sweat. I'm gonna have to see that sweat drip down your neck. Please, please. It's hot out here. I don't care what it is. Oh man, it's sure nice and cool in my house. Oh, it's so nice. Whew. Can we turn up the heat outside, Lord? Right? Man, it's gonna be bad for you. All right. Well, that's wicked. It's not. No, it wasn't wicked when you did it to us. It wasn't wicked when you did it to us. All right, here's the difference. It was wicked when you did it to us. It's not wicked we're going to do it to you because we're righting a wrong through Yahweh Shem Shai. What wrong were you righting, Esau? You weren't. You just wanted to hurt somebody. You wanted to oppress a people. You wanted to destroy Jake because you've always been like that. All right, going back to Genesis. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Okay, my time for mourning for my father hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. But you just wanted to kill us from the get-go. All right, so that's just how you are, man. So you have some payment to be had, all right? And we're expecting it paid in full. Ecclesiasticus 10:3. An unwise king, unwise, dipshit, dumbass, all right? Someone who's not smart. Let's go and look up unwise. What does it mean? Unwise, injudicious, ill-advised, imprudent, foolish, silly, ill-considered, ill-judged, inadvisable, impolitic, incautious, indiscreet, short-sighted, misguided, foolhardy, wrong-headed, irresponsible, rash, hasty, over-hasty, reckless, thoughtless, wise, sensible, dumbass, retard, dolt, moron, dipshit. Right? An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are on authority, the city shall be inhabited. So an unwise king destroys his people. An unwise king is the one that, Jake or not Jake, any king that destroys his people is unwise. All right, is just dumb. Here it is, you're supposed to rule the people. How are you going to rule the people if you ain't got none left to rule? Dummy. All right, and not just destroying them physically by death, but destroying them by, taking away things and leaving them in want. All right? That's how you are. Okay? E, that's what you do. All right, to your own people, too. Your own people. And that's why Esau's kingdom is a bitch-ass kingdom, because here it is, you have the blessing, and they've really hoarded the blessing to where you can't even get it, you regular Edomites. You're living in trailer parks. It's these damn blacks that did it. How? What did they do? How did they do it? I know it's the Mexicans somehow. I know it's these Mexicans. If it wasn't for them coming here in droves, I wouldn't have to live in this here house, in this trailer here at this trailer park with Cletus. The fuck are you talking about? Yes, you would. What did the Mexicans do? Micah 2:1-2. Woe, and this is for you, Edomites, because this is what you do. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage. That's what you do. You just devise and they go, what can we do? And you're so wicked, half the time you're not thinking about the stuff that you do that wicked is wicked, right? You're just normal to you, because your normal is wicked. This is the same scriptures, same chapter, Micah 2:1-2, in the Good News Translation. It says, the fate of those who oppress the poor. And the poor, mind you, is really us, all right, the Israelites. It says, how terrible it will be for those who lie awake and plan evil. When morning comes, as soon as they have the chance, they do the evil they planned. When they want fields, they seize them. When they want houses, they take them. No one's family or property is safe. No one's family or property is safe. They'll even do it to the Edomites. They'll do it to their own people. They'll just do it to anybody. They do not care. If they want it, they're having it. All right? And they even segregated themselves among their own people. It's not just Edomites, the rich Edomites. If you're a regular Edomite, fuck you. I'm taking your money and I want it for me. Right? That's, again, they don't care about their own people. Seed line of Cain. All right? That Cain-like mindset. All right? Killed his own brother. Okay? They don't care. That's his own people. Doesn't care. All right? Didn't like that Abel was getting more attention and the Lord liked him more. Says, hey, fuck that guy. I'm killing him. Right? Esau. That's the bloodline of the serpent right there. Isaiah 10:1-2. How long have we been going for? 41 minutes? All right. I'm comfortable with that. Isaiah 10:1-2. Woe unto them. Woe means destruction, death, terrible things, horrible things. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. That's, right into effect laws that are unrighteous, right? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Dude, this devil robs the poor. As if they've already don't got it bad enough. You robbing everybody, saying, the poor are going to get it too. Fuck you. I'm robbing you too. Give me what you have. I only have $1. Is that your only dollar? Yes, well, give it to me. Now I have 300, 750,000, 100, dollars, and you have none. Like a fucking SpongeBob. That's, like Squidward, right? How lofty and high mind as you walk away with your nose in the air, all right? You don't work hard enough for your money. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't work hard. You just go and take it from people. You thief. The Lord's going to get you back, man. And that's why this place is going from your hands to our hands. This world's going from yours to ours. Okay? The earth is given in the hand of the wicked, and it's going to be given to the righteous. Everybody point and laugh at Esau. Boo! Boo! Throw tomatoes at him. Boo! There you go, Esau. That's for you. All right? So, Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, by lying, by stealing, by lying and then killing, by doing this and then that, and doing this and that, right? What's going to happen? The kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right? Who is that people? Let's see. 2nd Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world. Uh-oh. That must mean whoever's in rule right now is Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Boom! Where's that IUIC sound effect when you need it, when it's actually being used for something? Boom! Right? There you go. That's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai right there, man. You Edomites, done. Put toast, man. It's your ads, man. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The open of the 60 minute or 60 seconds or 60 minutes, right? Hey, time's running out, man. That hourglass is just about full. All right, just about empty. All right, empty or full, depending on how you see it. When an hourglass drains, is it making it full or is it making it empty? There's the question. But anyway, that's it, man. So, hey, and that's why we're looking forward. All right, let's get one more. This is why. This is why we, 2 Peter 3:13, nevertheless we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. There you go. In verse 14, this is why we're trying to better ourselves. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent that you may be found of him in peace. Who's him? Yahweh Shemi Shai. Without spot and blameless. There you go. So, yeah, we'll close out there, man. So, Esau, this is why you're not a good ruler. You're not an efficient ruler. And it's just, you suck. Boo, you suck. All right, get him off the stage. Boo. All right, that's for you, Esau. That's what we're going to be saying when the Lord comes back. Yahweh Shai is going to be destroying things. Boo, Esau, boo. Get him, Lord, get him, Lord. Boo, Esau, boo. And I'm just, just joking. I'm just joking. Lightheartedly joking. All right, but we're going to be rooting for our Lord. We're going to see Esau destroyed. Yeah, man. It's going to be great. Fantastic. Call all Yahweh Shemi Shai. Barak the Yahweh Shemi Shai. Barak the Yahweh. Barak the Yahweh Shai. Barak the Yahweh Shemi Shai. We cannot wait. We cannot wait because, man, you Edomites suck. You're dumb. You're stupid. You stink. You look weird. And you can't rule a kingdom for shit. Boo. That's it. That's where we're going to close out. Lord, and what was edifying, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Wadash. I want to say Shalom to Joachim and Aquath out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.